Hello Virgo, I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your October 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember, you can use these videos for your sun, rising, and moon signs. So this month I am doing a week-by-week forecast, one card for each week, the fourth card being also for the rest of the month, and then a fifth card that sums up the whole month itself into one card to help focus the reading. So that's what we're going to do. Let us see what we get. What does the universe have in store for the sign of Virgo for October 2017? Wow, cards are getting crazy. You know, they've been good so far this month for the previous 5 signs, but now they're getting crazy. You guys must be calling forth some intense energy or something. Alright, here we go. The first week, the Two of Pentacles. The second week, the Sun. Third week, the Queen of Swords. The fourth week, the Five of Wands reversed. And the final card summing up the whole month, the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, so let's see what we have here. You guys got double queens, just like the sign of Leo right before this did, interestingly enough. Although Leo had the Queen of Pentacles plus the Queen of Cups, so you've got the Queen of Pentacles plus the Queen of Swords, interestingly enough. As for what I'm seeing overall here before before we go through card by card, there are a lot of indications of new beginnings, as well as seeing things clearly, seeing things as they are, and also a sense of harmony, of getting along with others, and of like harmony, especially around the home as well. So let's go through here. Beginning with the Two of Pentacles for the first week. This card talks about new financial ventures. It can also be investment in 2 or more areas. It can be an indicator of sort of needing to spend some money in order to make some money, you know, like any kind of business venture essentially. But if you're not like involved with that, it's still the idea of sort of balancing money or working with money, beginning something new in the realm of money. Could be a new job as well. It's another possibility. And it looks like whatever it is, it's probably going to be sound with the Queen of Pentacles here. The Two of Pentacles can also sometimes talk about, in a more negative sense, too many ups and downs, particularly with money. But I would say if that's the case for some of you, what this reading overall is saying is that you will be able to handle those ups and downs, because behold the Queen of Pentacles here yet again, talking about that financial security. So it's like saying if there's ups and downs with money, luck is on your side, you might say. Like, I'm not saying that all your challenges are just going to magically disappear, but it looks like you're moving towards more financial security and stuff like that. Let's see what else can be said here. This is a 2, and so that can talk about close relationships and stuff like that. It can also talk about Taurian energy, the sign of Taurus, the second sign of the zodiac, and that sign relates heavily to money as well. And so a sort of cautious managing of your finances and stuff like that. And I think sometimes this card can even show up when it's like you might be afraid to sort of go take a certain job or gain experience in the financial world or the work world or something like that, and it's like kind of an encouragement to go ahead and do so. So if that feels like the case for you, then I would suggest taking that advice. But moving forward, we have the Sun for the second week. This is another card that talks about new beginnings. So this is a very happy, positive card. It's the energy of joy and appreciation, loving life, enjoying the pleasures and the beauty of life. There's a great freedom that comes with this card. This is the idea of having just emerged from a time of darkness to a sort of like new birth. You know, you see like this young child here on the white on the white horse, and the white horse could quite possibly, or white, gray kind of color, whatever. My theory on that is that it symbolizes purity and innocence, just like the young child. And there's even this wall behind the horse and child, and to me that symbolizes the idea of having crossed a threshold, having come from the realm of like the shadows or the darkness or whatever into the light of the sun. Because you see, in the path of the major arcana, once you get to like the Hanged Man and the Death card especially, like I guess it really starts with the Hanged Man. You start going into like the underworld cycle of the major arcana, and this is card 19 of 21 in the major arcana. And then of course you have the Fool, which is essentially supposed to be the first and the last card. It has no real number. Its number or sigil or whatever is 0. But the idea is that the Sun is the first card you see in the series of the major arcana that is no longer in that deep, dark underworld cycle. This is the first card of being back out into the light. And so this is the light of consciousness, the light of awareness, and stuff like that. So how all that translates to your second week of October, expect a time of great fun, of joy, of new beginnings, fresh starts, looking at life in a whole new way, and also seeing things really as they are, seeing very clearly and stuff like that. If anything else could be said about this, well, you look in the sky and you see of course the sun, then you see a blue sky, which we also see in the Queen of Swords coming up here, and in the Five of Wands, and we see like a more pale blue sky in the Two of Pentacles here. So this is all connected. To me, the blue sky symbolizes clarity, seeing clearly yet again, and both of these cards again also indicate new beginnings. So like whether it's a new financial venture or a new phase of life, we're looking at new beginnings. And with the Queen of Pentacles down here again, that's going to sort of anchor it more in the realm of work and money and finance and the material realm, everything that is physical, especially money, I would say. Now for the third week, we have the Queen of Swords. So this card emphasizes much more the clarity, the seeing things as they are, the continuation of the sun, but now that's what's being emphasized, seeing clearly, seeing objectively. If you're looking at an issue, you'll see both sides of the issue and stuff like that. There could also be, let's see, well, with our having the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles here, an adult female air sign or earth sign, or maybe like an air sign sun and earth sign rising, or some combination like that, who is in your life or comes into your life and helps you with the new beginnings or the seeing clearly or something like that. You know, especially with these two court cards both popping up here, it seems quite possible. But regardless, this is a time of using the intellect, where you want to use your intellect and your logical mind, where you want to think rationally. And don't discount the emotions altogether. Of course, that's never really a good idea, but this is a time of placing the emphasis on the intellect and logic rather than the emotions and intuition. What else can we say here before we move forward? I believe in some cases the Queen of Swords can also be an indicator of good friends and allies. So it's like saying you've got good people on your side. And let's see, yes, we went over the scene clearly. You know, there's one other thing that I wanted to say. Now, what was it? Okay, yes, I got it. The idea of your being Virgo, your energy being that of Virgo, you guys are typically very perceptive as it is, and very laser focused on the details, and so this should be no problem for you whatsoever to sort of answer the call of this card and look at things objectively and analytically, particularly around the third week, and sort of see things as they are. And it looks like you're already going to be seeing things as they are. For the fourth week and the rest of the month, you have the Five of Wands reversed. This card is usually better when it's reversed because it's an indicator of a release of tension. Instead of chaos, now we have more peace. Instead of fighting, now we have more people getting along. There is a bit of an association with Leo here, like the sign of Leo, Leo energy, with this being a 5, and the sun being associated with the sign of Leo. So in addition to the fun that the sun card emphasizes, we could see a repeat of that here with the Five of Wands reversed. You know, when it's upright, it can be more like fighting and stuff like that. The reversal is quite possibly saying that you're having a lot of fun this October, particularly, well, in the second and fourth weeks, or just generally the whole month, really. There could be a lot of people involved, and it might be a little bit chaotic, but mostly you guys are just having a lot of fun and enjoying life, which is a really good thing. So there's this idea of like a new beginning, quite possibly in the financial or work world, but also a lot of fun. It could even be that this new beginning, like if you're getting a new job or something, you're finding that it is a lot of fun or something like that for you. So that's very exciting indeed. And yeah, I'm not really seeing anything too negative to watch out for. This is really some very good energy, I would say. The worst that that I've seen thus far is the possibility for maybe some ups and downs early in the month, but even those are very likely to smooth out. And the Five of Wands reversed would just be another indicator of all of that chaos sort of melting into a more peaceful state. And probably the only other thing I could say about this is it might be a time of action and being bold and stuff like that, with it being Wands, fire, action, as well as the association with Leo being bold and being a fire sign, action, and stuff like that. So a lot of fun and a lot of clarity is ahead for you guys, it does look like. Now, with this all being tied together with the Queen of Pentacles, what is she talking about? She is talking about, again, good financial ventures, like sound investments and stuff like that. She's talking about financial security. She's talking about safety and security in general. There's an emphasis of like safety around the home and like the home itself, the home and family and stuff like that in this card as well. There's also this idea of closeness to nature, because you see in the card she's surrounded by nature, and even Pentacles being earth in the association of the element of earth with nature being very significant. So this could be a great month for a lot of you to get out into nature and enjoy the beauty of it, enjoy the beautiful season, whether it's autumn if you're in the northern hemisphere or spring if you're in the southern hemisphere. There's definitely, especially if you look right at the imagery of the card, there's this really strong implication of a connection to nature, a oneness even with nature, a oneness with nature. And you know, it can be great to get like a new job and have money and stuff like that, but I think the real abundance comes from that sort of harmony that you get deep within. And getting out into nature and having like a connection to nature is a great way, one of the absolute best ways, I would argue, for getting in touch with that, for feeling that. And so that's where your real abundance lies, and also where a lot of your fun can indeed come from. But the only other thing I would suggest there is if you do spend time in nature, don't do it just to like have a lot of sort of extroverted fun, but make sure you take some time to pause and be really present and just take it all in. Take in all of your surroundings, whether you're in a forest or by the sea or by a mountain or whatever. Just pause and really take it all in and have that sort of connection and oneness with nature that the Queen of Pentacles implies here, that you get from this card, a very strong vibe from this card of that sort of connection with nature. Because remember, this one card is applying to the whole month. This sums up the energy of the whole month and all of the advice and recommendations and everything else. So that is probably some quite important stuff. And then once you've had your spiritual oneness with nature, or whatever you want to do, then go off and have all the fun that you want, as we see here with the Sun card and even the Five of Wands reversed to some extent. So that's about it, Leo. Wow, you guys are going to have a really, really good month. Like I said, I'm seeing... wait, did I just call you guys Leo? I meant Virgo if I did. I don't even know. Sorry, it's really late here. But anyway, I was thinking of Leo as I saw like the Five of Wands here and the Sun card again. But anyway, yes. You guys, Virgo, are going to have a great month indeed. There's like very little to worry about, like I said. So I do hope that you make the best of it and enjoy yourselves and have a lot of fun. Alright, so this has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Virgo for the month of October 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.